6 on NTA News 24. We're live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. Nigeria has taken a historic step towards ending energy poverty as President Bola Tinubu officially launched the Nigeria Energy Acceleration Program and inaugurated the National Energy Master Plan Implementation Committee with a bold mandate: operationalize a $50 billion national energy fund over the next decade to give every Nigerian, no matter their location or income, access to reliable, affordable and clean energy. Justin Bem-Unyi reports.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu launched the Nigeria Energy Acceleration Program and inaugurated the National Energy Master Plan Implementation Committee, NEMIC, with a $50 billion target to deliver affordable, reliable and clean energy to every Nigerian. Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Naji, said the master plan is a roadmap to secure Nigeria's energy future, expand the energy mix, and fast-track clean technology adoption in line with global climate goals. The National Energy Fund will attract public and private investment into solar, wind, hydro, and emerging energy projects, creating jobs and driving industrialization.
The National Energy Master Plan is not just a document. It is a comprehensive blueprint that charts Nigeria's course toward a secure, diversified, and sustainable energy future. It outlines clear pathways for strengthening our energy security, expanding the energy mix, accelerating the adoption of clean and efficient technologies, and ensuring that our development agenda aligns with global commitments to sustainable growth and climate action.
The Director General of Energy Commission of Nigeria, Abdullahi Mustafa, described the plan as a solution to high business costs caused by energy shortages, while NEMIC co-chair Nuruddin Yakubu called it a game changer for national growth. With government backing and stakeholder support, Nigeria is on course to achieve universal energy access and become a clean energy leader in Africa. Justin Bem-Unyi, NTA News.
Talking security, the Nigerian Air Force, through the air components of Operation Hadinkai, has terminated over 25 terrorists in a coordinated night operation at Bula, Yobe and Banki on 18 September 2025. A statement by the Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehimen Ejodame, indicates that, acting on reports from ground troops, a force package comprising intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance and attack aircraft were deployed. Subsequently, the strike aircraft engaged the terrorists in 3 successive precision strikes on their movement routes and assembly areas, effectively terminating more than 25 fighters. This successful operation highlights the Nigerian Air Force's decisive support to ground forces, its resolve to deny terrorists freedom of action, and its commitment to securing Nigeria's northeast. Meanwhile, in commemoration of the International Day of Peace, the Defence Headquarters is reaffirming the military's commitment to not only combating emerging threats, but also restoring hope to communities dislodged by conflict. Defence correspondent Ismail Musa reports that this was the message while at the Durumi Internally Displaced Persons Camp in Abuja to share relief materials and comfort families.
21st September is globally celebrated as International Peace Day, a charter of the United Nations. The International Peace Day is dedicated to promoting peace, harmony and understanding among nations and communities. It is also a reminder of the importance of peace in communities and encourages collective responsibility towards a world free from conflict, violence and fear. At the Durumi IDP camp, officers from the Department of Civil Military Affairs Defense Headquarters are here with relief materials and message of hope for the IDPs.
We're trying to improve education, so that's why we're giving exercise books. The CDS said we should inspect their classrooms. So we're trying to meet those needs of food, we're trying to meet the needs of health, we're trying to meet the needs of education. So these palliatives now is just a stopgap measure while we prepare them to go back to their homes.
I think that this is a very good initiative that would help people see the military not as monsters, but as friends that they can actually reach out to when they observe suspicious relations around their communities and the society, because that's another step to ensuring that security is everybody's business.
It is always the armed forces that comes first where IDPs are. I want to say thank you to the military for living up to their immediate constituency, the victims of the insurgency.
The 2025 Peace Week is with the theme Bridging Peace Building, Development and Security. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
And in a test of endurance, the Nigerian Navy again stopped traffic around the AYA axis of the Asokoro district of the FCT in its annual third quarter route march, which the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, says is necessary for mental clarity and physical fitness. Najatu Tijani joined the Navy in the endurance trek and now reports.
Dawn slowly recedes as Nigerian Navy personnel set off on their third quarter route march. The crisp morning air is filled with the sound of marching boots and voices. Admiralty Estate is their base, the starting point of the route march. By 7:30 a.m., the march concludes, having navigated traffic-stopped streets, walking an estimated 7 kilometers. A regular exercise which the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, says is necessary to ensure mental clarity and physical well-being.
We are walking uphill, so it's quite the walk. I'm already sweating, and I did not even join from the very beginning. So just to give you an idea of how intense the walk is.
This reporter might be panting, but the officers and ratings of the Navy have kept up their energy levels. Keeping up the pace, they return to their base, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Najatu Tijani, NTA News.
Elsewhere, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Gombe State Command, has apprehended 6 suspects who specialize in grave desecration for ritual purposes. Details with Nafisa Umar Gabra.
Acting on credible intelligence, the Gombe State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps arrested 6 suspects for desecrating the grave of late Malam Manu Anzam, an 85-year-old resident of Gadam who was buried recently. Preliminary investigation reveals that one Kawuji Sarki contracted Mohammed Isa Chindu, who also subcontracted the other suspects to dig up the grave for harvest of human parts. They were to harvest specifically the eyes at a fee of 500,000 naira each.
While their motive is unclear, investigations points it is a human part harvest for ritual purpose.
The suspects confessed to committing the crime, while efforts are made to apprehend another suspect who is on the run.
We were carried away by the get-rich-quick syndrome. That's why we agreed to carry out the crime. Even after committing the crime, no payment was made and we were arrested.
The command assured that upon completion of the investigation, the suspect will be charged to court. Nafisa Umar Garba, NTA News.
Now the news. Nigeria's upstream oil sector recorded a year-on-year increase in outputs, averaging 1.63 million barrels per day of crude oil and condensates in August of 2025, up from 1.58 million barrels per day in the same period last year. This is based on crude oil and condensate production for August 2025, released by the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. A breakdown of the August 2025 production comprises 1.43 million barrels per day of crude oil, which grew 5.47% compared to August last year, which posted a daily crude oil average of 1.36 million barrels per day. This reflects a steady recovery and improved operational performance across the industry. Notably, Nigeria's crude oil output in August met 96% of its OPEC quota, which is set at 1.5 million barrels per day. This demonstrates the country's capacity to meet its production targets under the OPEC agreements. Now, united by a common goal to raise awareness and emphasize the urgent need for collective support to help government tackle the growing burden of childhood cancer in Nigeria, Okapi Children Cancer Foundation organized a 6-kilometer awareness walk through the streets of Abuja. More on this from Thomas Ogbetere.
The rising cases of childhood cancer globally, especially in Nigeria, have raised serious concern, prompting calls for increased awareness. At the awareness walk in Abuja, 6-year-old cancer survivor Stephan Samuel shared his inspiring story, thanking God for healing and urging government, private sector, and individuals to support children battling cancer. The mother emphasized the need for early detection, recalling how his illness started like a common fever.
I thank God for His grace.
From the beginning, I never knew, but this symptom of like running temperature, which I assume was malaria.
Founder of the foundation, Kemi Adekoye, joined by medical experts and stakeholders, emphasized that government cannot fight this battle alone. He stressed the need for early diagnosis, proper treatment, and more importantly, increased and accessible budgetary allocation for childhood cancer care.
And to seek help as soon as possible. Do not delay when you notice anything in your child. Get medical opinions, first, second, third, if you're not comfortable.
That a child has been diagnosed of cancer does not immediately translate to that child dying.
Don't overlook any symptoms, anything that is actually strange that is going on, because the symptoms of childhood cancer look like regular malaria and typhoid. So once you see something, don't self-medicate.
No, we also want to use the opportunity to call the National Assembly, to ensure that in 2026 budget, that special packages should be included for childhood cancer.
We shouldn't leave it to the government. Individuals and organizations should come in so that they will complement the government efforts.
With every step, the message was clear. Together, we can fight childhood cancer one step at a time. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. More reports in a moment. Stay with us.
Feel the power of precision. Engineered to perfection, every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blend in performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
You're welcome back. Everywhere around the world today, the chant of peace echoes in unison. On this day, set aside by the United Nations to celebrate and promote peace, the National Unity and Peace Corps, NUPEC, reminds Nigerians that peace is not just the absence of conflict, strife and war, but the presence of social justice, equity, fair play and respect for human rights. Hence, the need for everyone to act and engage now and every day for a peaceful world.
For many Nigerians, peace is personal. It is not automatic, but rather the result of deliberate actions and efforts of the citizens who bear the brunt of conflicts, banditry, communal clashes, ethnic and religious tensions. For these men and women of the National Unity and Peace Corps, NUPEC, it was not just a show of color. It is a pledge and call for all Nigerians to actively engage and participate in all efforts to foster peace and love, as well as building and entrenching tranquility and stability.
Since everyone enjoys a peaceful, cordial, and conducive atmosphere or environment, each and every member of the society must contribute to have and maintain an enduring and sustainable peaceful environment.
While the promotion of peace is a call to action, the Commandant General of NUPEC clarifies the Corps' position on deploying negotiation on issues of banditry.
We do not subscribe to the fact that you have to dialogue with terrorists, because terrorists are against the state. Therefore, even though you apply mechanism of dialogue, there should be an element of force too, to bring them to the round table. That is what we believe. So it's a double-barrel approach.
From peacekeepers on the front line to community members and other citizens, everyone has a role to play, and that is to truthfully speak out against social vices, as well as act now and every day for a peaceful world. In Abuja, Chinenye Nwoye, NTA News.
It is one thing to default in acquiring a driver's license and another to go through the process only to end up empty-handed. For many Nigerians, this is the reality: applying, paying, waiting, and still being at the mercy of traffic officers on the highways. In this special report, Oyemi Ajayi examines why the delays persist and what the Federal Road Safety Corps is doing about it.
A driver's license is not a mere card. It is an official document that gives legal authority to drive. It is obtained after passing a test and serves as proof of qualification. Driving without one is a major offense under the FRSC penalty system, with fines, vehicle impoundment, or even imprisonment at the discretion of the courts. But for some months now, complaints have mounted. Many Nigerians who have applied or renewed their licenses are still waiting. Take Engineer Segun Oshino, a civil servant, for instance, whose ordeal reflects the frustration of countless Nigerians.
My driving license got expired last year, which is July 30 last year. And I quickly proceeded on that same day to lodge a complaint that it has expired to look for a renewal. A form was given quickly on time that same day, and I was asked to check back next week. But unfortunately, I was asked to keep on checking. I keep on going every week. Though they now give me a temporary, I should do a photocopy, the ascertaining, so that their mail will not disturb me on the road. But after a month, I have to go back for renewal of that temporary. Over 8 months.
This is just one story among many. To find answers, I sought the Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Mohammed, explains that reforms are underway as the Corps is deploying new equipment and devices across driver's licensing office nationwide for smooth and efficient service delivery on enhanced driver's license, which is said will commence a couple of days to ensure a hitch-free system, citing the Corps has scaled down enforcement on driver's license penalties. It was also noted many uncollected driver's licenses remain at different offices of the Corps, with some already elapsed their period.
We are revisiting the process to make it an enhanced driver's license. We are bringing what we call contactless biometric technology, where we don't even have to use all our fingers. By just taking the device like this, you just get everything about you, because we have synchronized with NAIL, we have synchronized with Population Commission, so everything about the staff, the person, the applicant will be known to us, and then we just use it to do the license. And then we are also, getting to where you can get your license within a few hours, maybe 48 hours.
Still, the big question lingers. When will the system be seamless enough for a license to be issued immediately after registration? Until then, The hope of every motorist remains to drive with ease and without fear on Nigerian roads. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
The Federal Ministry of Environment says it has recorded significant strides across all areas of its mandate. Minister of Environment Balarabe Abbas Lawal disclosed this while reading out the ministry's achievements since President Bola Tinubu assumed office in 2023. Charles Alpha reports.
Over 10 million trees, the minister said, have been planted nationwide since 2023, while preparations are underway to raise 25 million drought-resistant seedlings across 11 frontline states. The ministry has also established 195 kilometers of shelter belts to combat desertification and protect vulnerable communities. To promote renewable energy and reduce deforestation, the ministry distributed mini solar systems, solar street lights, super saver stoves, and solar pump across northern states. Vocational training and empowerment program for youth and women has also reduced dependence on fuel wood. Through the AgriSol project, more than 978,000 hectares of degraded lands, he said, have been restored, while 13.7 billion naira was disbursed to 361 communities to boost agricultural productivity. In pollution control, the federal government, he said, approved a ban on single-use plastics in MDAs, commissioned $2.9 million recycling plant in Abuja, and implemented the economy initiative, which has created over 750,000 jobs for waste pickers.
In the ministry, we have agencies and departments working together. There is no alternative to us. So we must try to keep our environment clean, try to remove all those substances that destroy our environment.
The minister noted that Nigeria has issued a 50 billion naira green bond, launched the National Clean Cooking Policy, and secured renewable energy partnership with China. He said these achievements demonstrate the Tinubu administration's renewed hope agenda in promoting environmental protection, job creation, and sustainable economic growth. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6. On NTA News 24, here's a recap of our top stories. Nigeria unveils $50 billion energy master plan for clean power. Cancer Foundation sensitizes public through awareness walk. And correspondent beams searchlight on delays in issuance of driver's licenses.
This is NTA News 24.
In a bid to boost Nigeria's economy and encourage self-reliance among the youths and students, the Central Bank of Nigeria has organized a fair to sensitize SME students and market women on how to access their policies. Gloria Tukenwudong has details.
Designed as a platform to interact with members of the public on the policies of the CBN for sustainable economic growth and development of the country. The theme, driving alternative payment channels as tool for financial inclusion, growth and accelerated economic development, further shows how President Tinubu's administration through the CBN is committed to stimulating productivity and financial inclusiveness, as well as delivering on its core mandate of monetary and policy stability.
The management of the Central Bank of Nigeria, under the leadership of Mr. Olayemi Kadosu, is committed to stimulating productivity and financial inclusiveness, as well as delivering on its core mandate of monetary and price stability.
The CBN remains committed to ensuring a sound financial system and an inclusive economy.
Some of the participants speak.
We are the drivers, from the petty trader at your door front and to the market itself. we need to be empowered.
Hardly any better way to achieve results than this way, bringing people together and ensuring that you drive your points home.
Serve as a kind of knowledge gap between the CBN and the public.
With this enlightenment, small and medium-scale entrepreneurs, students and market women are now more informed, empowered and encouraged. Gloria Tukenwado, NTA News.
That concludes the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Dennis Adegunloye.